Andrew Tate's shocking updates. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan's detention in Romania has been prolonged for the third time, and they will be held until at least the end of March. In December, the pair was detained on charges of human trafficking, rape, and creating an organized crime ring. Both guys have maintained their innocence. Their detention had already been prolonged until February 27th, but has now been extended for a further 30 days. Georgiana Nahel and Luana Radu, two Romanian women detained with the brothers, will be released and placed under house arrest. Prosecutors requested the latest extension on Tuesday. The prior extension was warranted by the defendant's ability to exercise permanent psychological power over the victims, according to the judges. According to the BBC, the Tate brothers have threatened legal actions against at least one woman who has filed rape and human trafficking charges against him. In a cease and desist letter delivered on their behalf by a U.S. lawyer, the couple threatened to sue the woman and her parents for $300 million if she did not withdraw her claims. Lawyers for the Tates told journalists after extension applications was filed that no new evidence was provided at the court and that the prosecutor's argument did not warrant the brothers' continuing imprisonment. Last week, a legal advisor for the brother warned the BBC that any decisions to hold them in jail beyond next Monday will be challenged. Asked how the brothers were responding to their ongoing confinement, Mother answered that it was extremely tough. In April 2022, you falsely alleged a third party that our client human trafficked, abused, and kept you against your will, it says. You have repeatedly made false and defamatory statements against the Tate brothers to police, the media, and another U.S. citizens. According to Benjamin Bull of the National Center of Sexual Exploitation, his client is a key witness in the Romanian inquiry, and the letter was intended to do one thing and one thing only. It was intended to shut down the witness to prevent the witness from testifying in any hearings, he explained. They want these young females to crawl into a hole and remain hidden, never coming forth or describing what they saw or what happened to them. It's obviously an attempt to intimidate. Ms. Glandian stated that the criminal complaints were filed in April in response to allegations that the Tate brothers were holding two women against their will. There was no evidence of it, she added, explaining why the Tates were not detained in April. They were nothing more than victims of false accusations at the time, and they had every right to file criminal complaints when their homes were raided and goods confiscated. According to her, the outcomes of those criminal complaints are still pending. Tina Glandian, one of the Tate's legal counsel, stated that the brothers were seeking their legal rights. Benjamin Bull, who represents some of the witnesses in the ongoing Tate inquiry, said the legal action had been upsetting and threatening for his clients. Nevertheless, Danny Pinter, a member of the same legal team, claims that it is not simply the possibility of legal actions that is scary, but also the online harassment that many of her clients face as a result of speaking out, making really obscene statements, attempting to slut-shame them, and accusing them of lying. But it also includes their personal information such as where they work and who their family members are, with the evident goal of inciting abuse, and it's effective. She claims that the two alleged victims she represents have received death threats. They are terrified to death. They are both hiding out. They believe they can't settle somewhere because people are looking for them. Prosecutors have taken great effort to keep the identities of the 6 women in their case private. Nonetheless, some people's full names have been released on social media. The identities of 2 witnesses were even mentioned in a BBC statement from the Tate's U.S. relations staff. They are not being named publicly by the BBC. While in detention, Andrew Tate and his brother do not have access to their social media accounts, but they have amassed a large and devoted online following. Several accounts appears to be fully staffed operations, distributing videos and papers on a daily basis in order to undercut the testimonies of witnesses and other women bringing charges against the Tates. One of the more active accounts tweeted the entire identity, social media handles, and WhatsApp chats of one of the accused victims in the probe earlier this week. Daria Gusa told the BBC and others that when she was 16, she received a private message from Andrew Tate's Instagram account. It followed the same structure as his online presentations on how to get a woman's attention and influence her. She did not accuse him of any wrongdoings. "I got a lot of messages," she said. "The majority were from people accusing me of lying or calling me a slut." She did, however, receive 10 to 15 threats online. I had a guy text me saying, "I know you are studying at this institution, the timetable is online. I know where you are," Daria explained. She claims that several of her acquaintances who appears to have had touch with him have declined to speak out about their experiences. And with that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.